Hey there, Dream Chasers. I wanted to come in and talk to you guys about something that is called the motivation myth. I'm reading an incredible book. I know I've shared it with some of you, and if you haven't heard of it yet, and if you haven't gone out and bought it yet, I highly, highly recommend it. It's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad Helmstetter. Yes, mine is a wreck. I don't even have a cover anymore. That's what happens when you have a toddler. But it's What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. I recommend it on so many aspects. It's been so beneficial from everything from my personal life to my business, which often you'll find interlock. You can't really have one without the other, I found. And when I'm on top of my business, I am on top of my personal life. When I'm on top of my personal life, I'm on top of my business. They're linked for me. And it may be that way for you guys as well. So I love self-improvement books. And this has become one of my favorites. So this book is all about what to say when you talk to yourself. It's all about self-talk. And one chapter has really resonated with me, and it's been kind of an aha moment ever since I read it. And I wanted to share it with you guys, and hopefully it resonates with you, and it encourages you to go buy the book because he explains it much better than I ever will. So the motivation myth is basically that all lasting motivation comes from within. He explains it like this. All external motivation is temporary. External motivation is the kind that may wake you up, but it will not keep you awake for long. External motivation is motivation which comes to you from the outside. It may influence you to make a change, but it cannot make the change for you, and it cannot keep you from drifting off course when the motivator is gone. So we all know what that's like, right? You sign up for Plexus. You're a Plexus ambassador. Your upline may have pumped you up. You feel invincible. You are going to conquer the world with this opportunity. You may have seen a diamond documentary that pumps you up and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I have my diamond documentary day. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. What's my story going to be like? Oh, I'm going to conquer everything. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to get out of debt. I'm going to bring in all this money. I'm going to help all of these people. We have these strong feelings of fire and passion because of something that was said to us, or that we saw, or that we heard, something outside coming in. And then it eventually fleets. It eventually leaves us. And that's just human nature. It happens. Sometimes we're motivated for a day. You wake up and maybe you read something that picked you up. I'm going to kill it today. And you do. But then tomorrow, maybe the spark isn't there. And then maybe you heard something that resonated with you so much that it kept you motivated for 2 months. And then maybe something happened. Things didn't go as you planned. You got rejected. Some people white-lined. You lost some preferred customers. You got some negative feedback. And you go back down. It's fleeting. It left us. So how do we maintain that motivation? How do we keep that fire lit within us? He says, Shad is his name. He says that it takes more than an hour or two to override the old programming and replace it with new. Old programming in the sense of old, that negative self-talk that creeps into our minds after we're in this high of I'm going to conquer the world to this just isn't for me anymore. I don't have the money to do it. I'm going to quit. I don't have the time. There's things that happen from this point to this point, and it's how we program ourselves every single day that can either take us from up here to down here, or here to staying up here. And it's self-talk. And self-talk equals self-programming. No matter, studies show It's scientifically proven. Don't take it from me. Take it from this guy who has a PhD and doctorate and all that types of good stuff. That our brains are like a computer. We are physically able to program our brains how we want them to work. It doesn't matter if you were born into privilege and or a loving home, and always were told that you can accomplish anything in this world, or if you were born into poverty and told that you'll never amount to anything. What you came from, quite frankly, does not, scientifically proven, does not matter. You have control over taking control over your self-programming, how you program your brain, how you talk to yourself. So, lasting motivation takes more than a single reading of a book, getting an occasional talk from a supervisor or manager, or upline, or encouragement of a friend or family member. It takes more than those things. Those are all outside coming in. The real lasting impact, lasting change comes from inside out. That's self-talk. That's real lasting motivation. The only thing that will actually take you from point A to point Z long term, right? I don't know about you, but I'm in this Plexus thing long term. I quit my job. I'm never going back to that desk or any other desk for that matter, except I could kind of use a desk considering I'm in my closet right now. But you get what I'm saying. I'm not going to clock in and clock out for someone else. So I got to figure out how to make this thing last long term for me. And day in and day out, I can't rely on other people to keep me motivated. You may have the most inspirational upline ever. Heck, we have Emily Roberts, we have Celeste Gwynn, we have Tara Castaneda, Sonia Dudley, these incredible, incredible women that are passionate about motivating and leading us, but they're not there to help us through the ins and outs. They're not there holding our hands. They can't run our business for us. They may pick us up and we may hear something, go to a seminar, go to a convention, go to Super Saturday, watch a Diamond documentary, whatever it may be. From the outside coming in, it could pick us up, but it's not going to keep us up. We're going to fall down eventually. That fire will burn out. We're human, and that's okay. So we have to figure out how to keep that fire lit. We're the secret to that, self-talk. So, from the bottom down, starting with you in your business, I am challenging you to begin to focus on how you are talking to yourselves. There is nothing more important in your life than this. Everything positive will overflow from this single action that you put into your daily routine. It takes intentionality. It takes reminders constantly. It takes catching yourself and never falling off the ball with it. Focus on your positive self-talk. No more, oh, I slept so bad last night. Today's going to be a rough day. I'm so tired. I don't know how I'm going to make it through. I don't have the time today. Today's so busy. It's so hectic. I don't have the time. Maybe this just isn't for me anymore. Everybody's saying no. Everybody's rejecting me. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody cares. Nobody likes what I'm doing. Nobody approves of what I'm doing. Maybe I can't do this. Maybe I wasn't made for this. Maybe my job isn't that bad. Maybe this debt is okay. In 20 years, they say I'll pay it off. Maybe my son or daughter will be okay at daycare. Maybe I'm not made for this. Every little thing that you say to yourself throughout the day programs your brain. And if you say it enough, that's exactly what's going to end up happening. If you tell yourself you're not made for this, if you tell yourself that it's not going to happen for you, it's not going to happen for you. I promise. But if you tell yourself that it is going to happen for you, that, rough night's rest. That's okay. I'm going to kill today. So today's busy. I need to be great with my time management. I'm going to be great with my time management. I'm going to do 10 minutes of this and 10 minutes of this on my lunch break. I'm going to conquer it. I'm going to have a great day today. I'm going to reach out to 5 people no matter what. I'm destined for this. I'm going to make this happen. There is no option other than this. I know I can do it. I see myself at Senior Gold. I see myself at Senior Ruby. I know I'm going to make it to Emerald. I know I am. I know I can do that. I'm going to have that diamond documentary. Someone's going to end up crying from my inspirational story. I'm not going to be sharing everybody else's inspirational stories, but I'm going to end up sharing my own. My story is going to inspire people. I was made for this. I am going to get my family out of debt. I'm going to pave the path for my kids to be in private school. I'm going to do this. All of those are very positive. They're examples of the type of self-talk that we need to be filling ourselves with. If you fill yourself with that long enough, you're going to become that. You're going to begin to believe that that's really what it is. I'm confident enough to do this. Even if you're not, you will get there. I promise you. It all begins with how you talk to yourself. There's that quote, whether you believe you can, whether you tell yourself you can or you can't, you've already determined it. Something like that. I probably butchered it. I should have looked it up before saying it, but it's something like that. Like whether you say you're going to do it or not, you've already determined it. If you say you're going to do it, you'll end up doing it. If you say you won't, you won't. It's as simple as that. So this is my challenge for you. Again, from the top down, you need to implement this with yourself. Start day one right now. Focus on how you talk to yourself. Fill yourself with positivity, positive self-talk, successful self-talk. You will be successful at this. You will conquer this. You are made for this. You are destined for more. You do have greatness within you. You can help so many people and have such a lasting impact and be on this incredible journey and inspire so many people around you. Begin telling yourself that, and you will. You tell yourself that and teach your team to tell themselves that as well, because that is the one thing that will be lasting. How you speak to yourself. Your uplines won't always be there. Maybe they never are. Don't rely on anybody else but yourself. Take responsibility for yourself and for your business, and this is the first step in doing that. If you tell yourself you're going to do it, you'll do it. So get to telling yourself you will. Show yourself some positive love every single day. Again, this is it to be done with intentionality. You have to remind yourself. Some days I still catch myself getting caught into the negative talk, and guess what? Those are always bad days. But if I challenge myself, and sometimes it's so hard, I have to pray and ask God to open my eyes to the positivity in my life, to open my eyes to the things that He wants me to see, rather than focusing on the few negatives in my life. I mean, really everything that we have going on, someone always has it worse than us, right? Focus on that fact. Focus on the fact that overall we are incredibly blessed. And if we want to get where we're going to go, it's up to us and us alone. Responsibility is a good thing. Take responsibility for yourself. Show yourself some love. Talk to yourself with positive self-talk, and you will see lasting change, lasting impact in your business and in your personal life.